You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, B&B fans. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I have got your bold and the beautiful comings and goings for the next couple of weeks. For starters, we have a brand new character coming in under contract at B&B. Yes, contract, not recurring. The actress's name is Lisa Yamada. She has most recently been known for Cruel Summer over on Freeform, which was a fun little show. And she is going to play the contract part of Luna, a college fashion student hiding a big secret. And it sounds like this could be RJ Forrester's love interest. That's interesting, and we have a few more details. But the huge news in this B&B comings and goings update is what's going to happen that causes Steffy Forrester to leave town and when Jackie Wood's last air date is. We've got all that information for you. Hey, if you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our B&B updates. All right, so let's talk about this newcomer, Luna, just real quick, and then we're going to dig into the good Steffy stuff. So this character, Luna, supposedly has a big secret. Would it be something juicy? Maybe a big deal like she's another secret kid of Bill Spencer's? Wouldn't it be fun for Wyatt and Liam to get a baby sister? Or it could be something lame like she cheated on her SATs to get in college. I mean, the spoilers have been written so badly for Bold since the writer's strike that, frankly, I take everything that they say with a grain of salt these days. So her having a big secret, you know, who even knows? Maybe it's a secret recipe for chocolate cake. Anyway, RJ is getting a front burner storyline, and it sounds like the girlfriend they've been promising us for a while. Meanwhile, Wyatt Spencer, Darren Brooks is, I assume, still under contract, has no storyline other than wagging his finger at Liam and an off-screen fiancé guilty of a few felonies. All right. It's just when they're not using the people they already have, why bring in more? I don't even know, and I can't even answer. All right, so Jackie Wood's last air date as Steffy Forrester is this coming Thursday, September 7th. That means she left on maternity leave roughly a month ago, but her air date exit comes later this week. As of this taping on the evening of Saturday, September 2nd, as far as we've seen, Jackie still hasn't given birth. She has 3 little ones at home already. A 4-year-old Rise, 2-year-old Lennox, and 1-year-old Brando. And once she gives birth, any day now, Jackie and her husband, Elon Rispoli, will have 4 under 5 years old. Wow. And the big question, of course, is how long will Jackie be gone on maternity leave? How is Steffy going to exit, and what will happen with Steffy's storyline while Jackie Woods is out with baby number 4? So for starters, let's look at how she's going to exit. Sheila Carter is creeping around the Cliff House while Finn and Steffy were canoodling on the Friday cliffhanger episode at the Cliff House, unironically. Finn is going to drag Sheila back into the living room for a confrontation. He's prepared to tell her, "Get lost, you're out of my life." But then Sheila and Steffy wind up arguing, and with Sheila an ongoing threat, Steffy decides to take the kids, and she is going to leave for Europe. So the last we will see of her is Thursday. Monday is a rerun episode. So we've got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday with Steffy, and that's it. 3 more episodes. So how long will Steffy be gone is a big question. With Jackie, she handled all of her pregnancies differently, if I recall. Last time she worked right up until her due date, basically, and then she filmed scenes ahead, and then she made some video calls back. So it was almost seamless. But this time, she took off a few weeks before her due date, and great for her. She absolutely deserves that time away. And so obviously they probably didn't do a completely seamless one this time, but maybe she's going to do some video call-ins to cover her absence where she's just keeping in touch from Europe. But we may get more of just that was her, where they're doing a phone call and they end the call and say, oh, that was Steffi. I was just talking to her, so they can have Steffi making calls in without showing them, or by doing little video calls as they've done before. Or maybe they're going to say that Steffi is completely radio silent because she is terrified of Sheila. And that's a fair plot point, I think. I anticipate in her absence that we're going to have more Finn versus Liam action as they bicker over who she'll come back for. All right, we have a little more information for you, and this is about Eric Forrester. But before we dig into that, if you haven't subscribed already, we would appreciate it if you do. It helps the channel so much. If you're enjoying this Comings and Goings update, please click a like and definitely drop your comments on what you'd like to see happen while Steffi is in Europe for Jackie's maternity leave. Also, we did a bold video recently, a standalone on Eric Forrester's health and whether John McCook might be retiring, because it feels to me like there are some red flags of a more serious illness with him. And the reason we're curious, we actually had made this video even before Friday's episode where Eric completely flaked out and forgot the name of Steffi's son. Like, that wasn't a throwaway. That was an on-purpose line. He was like snapping his fingers like he knew there was a kid, but he couldn't remember the name. And recently he forgot he's not the CEO anymore, and that's not his office. And then the whole stapler incident. There's a lot of other red flags of forgetfulness. And I worry if it's something much more serious and that it could be his exit storyline. Check our recent videos or just check our bold playlist, and we are discussing whether or not there's something far worse wrong with Eric than just arthritis. I think we're seeing memory issues, guys, and maybe he's ready to retire. I mean, he's been on there since episode 1. I don't know. And maybe what's going on in his head is something that is completely curable and not that serious, but it's definitely alarming and worth talking about. We will let you know when we have the first air date for the new character Luna. And of course, we just gave you Steffi's last air date, which is September 7th. So buckle up for that. And we'll bring you any updates on Eric when we have them. This has been Belinda from Soap Dirt. Thank you for listening. Thanks to all our international followers listening everywhere. Drop me a line, drop me a comment, and I will give you a shout out to your specific nation. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.